Amendments to Public Law 31-233 could be the Guam Academy Charter School's saving grace at opening doors in the near future. While discussing DOE Superintendent John Fernandez's recent letter to her office, Committee Chair on Education Speaker Judi Won Pat tells KUAM public law could be changed in order to fund the startup of the island's first charter school to take from GDOE's reserve rather than the current operating budget.
We actually went through the 3 points of his letter, whether a separate funding should come about or a proration and a new list, and no one's really arguing all that. What we decided to do, at least in our discussion, is that we had asked Frank Ariola from the governor's office that there is this 15% reserve.
As we reported Tuesday, Fernandez stated he could not authorize the allocation of $5,500 per Guam Academy Charter School enrollee from the GDOE budget, as the department is already crunching numbers, trying to serve 31,000 students this school year.
I have always said I'm in favor of charter schools. I think this particular situation has put the department in a peculiar position of needing resources and having to fork out to start up a separate organization that is essentially competition for the public schools.
Along with changing the source of funding, Fernandez asked that the legislation remove the superintendent from having to validate the funding for the charter school, as well as clarify that any funds taken from any part of GDOE's budget be prorated.
The $5,500 per student amount that was being contemplated earlier in the fiscal year was to cover the cost for the whole fiscal year. Since the charter school plans to open sometime this summer, they won't need the whole amount to operate, and so we think that it's just fair to prorate it by giving them the monthly allotments based on that preliminary amount. So basically giving them the 2 months or the 3 months that they will need once they're open. Other than that amount of money that was set aside has already been used for those students who are still in our schools.
His last request, that amendments include that he be allowed to validate the enrollment for GACS so GDOE can plan accordingly as to what teachers and students will be making the move from public school to charter school. The proposed amendments were sent out earlier today, and although they've yet to identify a school site, the new target opening for the island's first charter is set for July or August. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.